Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of our Star Wars special. We're going to be talking about Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. I'm Ankit. Joined with me this week is Jaren
Hey guys.
and Ricardo.
Yo.
I don't know why I said this week. I mean, we clearly just did the last one since we skipped last week. But we got through the garbage movies. Now we're at the real deals.
Let's go.
Original trilogy.
So let's start this off. The movie starts with them being boarded. Ship being boarded. We don't know what's going on if you haven't seen the prequels. So when this movie first came out, you just saw one ship being boarded by another ship after reading the scrolling message coming around across the screen.
Yep.
Then you see this badass guy in a black suit
Right, just come up out of nowhere.
after like taking over the ship, and then Leia's talking to these droids, and it's like, does that little turn of the head after like having her hand out?
Yeah.
And then they go, which was the weirdest thing because the droids get into the escape pod, right?
Mhm.
And then like, don't shoot the escape pod. I don't see any life forms on there. Should have blew that shit right up.
If it did, it would have been over right there.
Yeah, they kind of bit them in the ass.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Yeah. They end up on the planet, surprise, surprise, where one of the other main characters in the series is introduced. Luke. He is an orphan, technically. Well,
He's with his
uncle and
uncle.
aunt. Well, they adopted him.
Yeah, they don't.
essentially.
Yeah.
They're farmers.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, when they first introduced them, they bring droids. And the droids they end up buying are R2-D2 and C-3PO.
At first, they didn't even want to buy R2-D2. They were buying a red one.
Yeah, they were buying a red one that just happened to explode while
Yeah.
walking over to
It
him.
just blew
And
up.
then- and
He
then it
was.
just like, hey, look at this garbage. We need another one.
I felt so bad because R2 was just like, "Yo, please,
Yeah.
yo, please
And
take me."
they were like, no.
Yeah.
It's funny because all the droids the Jawas sell are stolen or found.
Yep. And it just happened
Yeah.
to fall. It was fate. It's the force.
That's what's so interesting because when you watch the new movies, you're like, oh, his dad created C-3PO.
Yeah.
And R2-D2 was his main droid of choice. What's going on in this movie? They follow Luke everywhere.
Everywhere. Find him, and he just fucking tend to his every need.
What did they do? The droids talking about how they own. Well, the R2 had a message looking for Ben Kenobi from Princess Leia.
Yeah, and he kept replaying it.
And Luke was like mesmerized by this chick.
He was like, "Play that again. Play it again from the beginning."
And the droid R2 was like,
Nah, chill with that. You're
So
not.
he goes off on his own in the middle of the night to look for Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Luke is like, oh, I'm going to get killed if I don't find these guys. By the way, Uncle and Aunt Beru, can I go to the rebellion? I want to join the flight academy.
And they're
like,
just like, next
"Oh,
year.
Next year, man.
Next year. But I want to do
Aunt
now.
Beru's just like, let the dude go.
He's like,
Like,
"No,
let
I
him go."
need him. I need him, though." And you're just like,
He's
oh,
like, he has too much of his father in him.
right?
That's what I'm worried about.
And you're just like,
Well,
This
we didn't know.
yeah. But this guy, after you see it, you're just like, this guy. It's just,
Not a bad reasoning.
yeah. You see why?
And through all his things, he meets Obi-Wan.
Which they call Old Man Ben.
Yeah, Ben Kenobi.
Yeah.
I wonder if Obi-Wan Kenobi's Ben Kenobi. Come on, man.
And they're like,
Kenobi's such a common name.
they meet him, they get the message for R2-D2, and then like they're like, "My uncle says Obi-Wan's dead." And Ben's like, "Nah,
not dead.
he alive."
He's not dead.
Oh, you
Like,
know
do
him.
you know him?
Yeah, he's
Like,
me.
Come on, man. Ben Kenobi, Obi-Wan.
You're just like, "Yeah, you're Obi-Wan." He's like, "Yeah, that's me." And they take him back to the house.
Well, he takes him back to his house.
His house, and that's when they give him his father's lightsaber, and they were explaining everything, and then Luke's just like, and they're just like, you're just like, "Oh, for real?"
Yeah, what is that? You're like, is that a sword made of light?
Yeah,
Because that's the first time we ever see one.
that's the first ever time you see lightsabers. Luke's just like, it's cool.
Oh man, the effects were so bad. You could see it was
It's-
even like aligned with the lightsaber
Yeah.
perfectly, but I didn't even care.
It was so good just to see it again.
And what was it? Oh, this is where Obi-Wan tells him about his dad. Now, since we've seen all the movies, we know how this ties in.
yeah. But he's
But
saying
he's like, what happened to my dad? Oh, he's one of the best pilots I've ever known. But he was killed by an apprentice of mine,
Darth Vader,
who got seduced to the dark side. I was just like, and at that time when you watch it without seeing all the other ones, you're just like, of course it's going to be that type of story.
Yeah.
And one thing you should know about Star Wars is the stories changed as they were being made.
Yep.
Like the modifications done to The Empire Strikes Back, which is the 5th movie, different than what they originally had planned. the change they did to the 6th movie, they all changed.
They had to.
Into this. So Obi-Wan's like, yeah, let me train you. And Luke is like, I can't do that. I have to work on a farm.
Oh, lo and behold.
Well, they're going back. Well, he's going back to the farm. On the way there, they see the Jawas they bought the droids from were dead.
Yeah.
They got wrecked. And then Obi-Wan said the most baffling lines in Star Wars you ever hear in your life. You see these precise shooting? Only a stormtrooper could do this.
But stormtroopers can.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I'm missing, but you're right there.
This precision is the stormtrooper.
You're just like,
no.
When you first saw it, you're just like, man, these guys must be really terrifying. Must be
yeah,
a
and
really
then as
good
the
shot.
movies go on, you're just like, man, these guys are awful.
You're just like, what are you shooting at? That was great.
Like, oh man, when we get to that scene, I'll explain it.
So he goes.
Yeah, he's like, oh, if they traced him down to here, that would lead them back.
And then
home.
he gets in his little aircraft, and then Obi-Wan's just like, no, wait, Luke, it's too late, just don't go. And then he goes back, and he doesn't even get far. He doesn't even go inside.
Well, he didn't need to go inside. He saw the bones right there.
The house is destroyed. The bones are right there. And Luke didn't even cry. He was just like, guess I'll go back. And then he was just like,
probably did cry. They just probably didn't show it.
He was just like, all right, since there's nothing left here for me, like, I will join you wherever you're going. I forgot where he was going.
They were going to Alderaan.
Yeah, there we go. Like, I'm terrible at names, guys.
But before that, they go to the cantina, where they play that, the now Star Wars popular music.
Oh, the classic song. What are we gonna do? Play the same shit over again?
The Family Guy joke.
Yeah.
He's like, any requests? Yeah, play the same song over again. All right, woo. Because they just kept on playing the same song. But this is where we're introduced to how the lightsaber works. But it was interesting because in this one, he chops off that guy's arm that was bothering Luke, and you see blood. In the other instances, you never see blood.
It's just like
because it's a clean cut and it's so hot, it instantly closes the wound.
Yeah.
Not for this guy. This guy
was dripping.
Yeah, it was a done deal. And then this is where we meet the other two popular duo, Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Chewie.
And the guy's like, hey man, I made the Kessel Run in like 12 parsecs or something like that. Yeah. And people were like, yeah, that's a measure of distance and not time.
Yeah, right?
He's like, that's what they made fun of in Family Guy. They're like, that's a distance. That's not time. Like, what? And then Obi-Wan's like, yo, we really need to go. I'll give you half money.
No, he was like, it was like for 10K, and then he said, I'll give you 2K now, and then I'll give you 15K later.
Yeah.
And then it was like 17K. You guys must be really desperate. He was like, yeah.
And then, no questions asked.
Just straight up, it was like, all right, let's go. I was like, for real.
Yeah, Han Solo was like, yeah, whatever. He's like, yo, he's like, oh, look, some guys are here to look at your handiwork. You guys should start going. They go, and then Han Solo's like, all right, Chewie, let's get back to the ship and get ready to go. Enter, what's his name, Greedo?
Yeah.
Enter Greedo, where he's like speaking his alien language. He's like, oh, you done. Jabba the Hutt want you dead now. I'm going to take you back to him and get that money. Han Solo, being the casual guy, he's just like, man, let me unpop this gun. Now, this is where the hate comes in with Han shot first. Because in the original version, he was the only one to shoot. And he was like, pew, kill him. And he was all laid back, too. He was just like... Instantly killed him, and everybody in the store was just like, whatever.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, whatever, it's cool. And you're just like, what?
And then in the like 15 remakes of this like scene, he shoots second, and that's because George Lucas said that Han Solo was never supposed to look like just a straight up killer. He only killed him in self-defense. That's what it was supposed to be.
Mm.
But fans don't like that, and they like the whole cold-blooded Han Solo more.
That's what I saw.
Which is dumb because Han Solo's not even cold-blooded throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, he's actually a really good guy.
Yeah, so I mean, he may be stupid and ignorant at times, but like he was never cold-blooded, really.
Cold-blooded. Yeah, he shot him dead, point blank. It was just like, whatever, you know.
Yeah, there was that one guy that was just like smoking hookah, and he's just like.
Yeah.
So I was like, went right back to it.
I was like, okay, people could just die. People don't care. That's just
And Han Solo's like, sorry for the mess. Like it throws him a wad of cash, and like deuces. And then when they see the Millennium Falcon, Luke is like, "What a piece of junk!"
Like, hey,
hey,
watch your mouth.
it's quality, man. You have no idea. I souped it up, son. I souped this up. You're just like, what? You souped it up. And so,
and then the troopers, somebody told the troopers they were hiding
there was a
there.
spy with like an elephant nose. It just was like following them the entire time. Can't believe we didn't see him.
Yeah.
But like they let the elephant guy, which is like they're down there, and the guy's like, all right, suit up, guys. And then that's when like all the troopers go in, and Han is still fixing something. But then all of a sudden, like he sees them and they start shooting, and he was like, oh snap! And then like gets on board. I don't understand how they didn't hit the ship. Like they hit them. Did they hit it?
No, they hit the ship, I think.
But like it didn't damage the ship at all, and so everyone was just like strap in, and then C-3PO.
And that was
like,
their first look of Stormtrooper superior precision shooting.
It's they were just
Only
like
time you'll see it.
and they were just like C-3PO was like, I hate flying, and then they finally take off and they start.
And even one dude like set up a Gatling gun too.
Yeah, but you know.
My God.
And they just
They get away. They escape.
mm-hmm.
Middle of space, Obi-Wan starts training Luke with that visor.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, use the Force. Don't think. Just let it flow through you and let it happen. Starts getting better. And then Alderaan is blown up by the Death Star and Darth
Yeah.
Vader and the General Admiral, whoever that place is.
When they were trying to get the
Information from
Leia.
Oh, yeah, and Leia's like, all right, they're on Dantooine. And she's like, all right, we won't. If you tell us, we won't destroy Alderaan. He's like, all right, it's on Dantooine. All right, cool, we're going to destroy Alderaan.
What? Why? You gave it away too easy. We didn't like that. They were just like boom. And that was crazy.
And then Obi-Wan had a Yoda moment, was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
felt a
people
disturbance in the Force.
screaming.
And then Dantooine was destroyed too, even though that wasn't a rebel base. That was the best part. She knew.
Yeah.
But it's not like she could have done anything. The planet was getting destroyed either way. So when they arrived to Alderaan, they're like, this is where it's supposed to be, but I don't see it.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, hey, look, why is there a random fighter just flying out here? It must be separated from the group. He's like, well, destroy him, otherwise he's gonna give away our location or something.
Yeah.
He's like, look, he's flying to that moon. That's no moon. That's a space station.
It's too big to be a space station.
And then they get close, and then that's when Han Solo knew he was like effed. He was just like, yo, let's try to turn this shit around.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
But then they got stuck in a tractor beam.
Yep,
He was
they
just
got
like,
sucked in,
and
he
then
was
he's like,
like,
it's a wrap.
Yeah.
And what they do, they hid under floor panels on the ship. Han always with that, like, ready to hide shit. It was good.
Smart.
Because they were able to hide. They got 2 troopers on there.
Beat the shit out of them. Took the outfits.
I think they killed them.
Yeah, they did kill them. Yeah, they had to kill them.
They
Yeah.
took their suits. They wore it. And then they're like, yeah, we got
Yeah,
you.
it's like,
we good. And then they go up to, like, the floor with all the
Yeah, the guy's
communications
like,
or whatever.
The communications messed up. I'll go see what's going on. Open the door. Chewie wrecks him. Like,
And
real
then
quick.
they kill them real quick.
Yeah. Into that control room. And,
That's why they find out the information. Obi-Wan's like, yo, let me go turn off the tractors. You guys, the tractor beam, you guys chill here. And then R2's like, yo, I found the princess. Beep, boop, bop. Like,
yeah, pretty much. And then, like,
And then
That's when-
Luke was like, yo, we should go save her. And
Han's
Han was
like,
like,
nah,
nah, man,
nah.
you heard
He's
the
like-
old dude.
he
He's
said,
like,
stay here.
And he's
And
like,
Luke
yo,
was
and he urged him with some money and
Like,
stuff.
she's
He's like,
rich. He's like, she better pay me. He's like, yeah, she'll definitely pay you. Like, she's mad rich. She's a princess. And he's like,
and
I'm trusting you.
they use the plan by making Chewie a prisoner and take him down. And then they take him down, and then the guy's like, what's going on? It's like, we got a prisoner transfer. And then he's like, I gotta go check this with upstairs. And then they just start blasting up the whole room and kill everybody. And then the guy on the comm is like, hey, is everything going good on there? Yeah, everything's good. How are you?
Yeah.
I was just like,
Yeah, like for real.
that's so funny though. He's like, how are you? He even like tilted his head while saying that. I was like, that's so funny. And they find the princess, and then she's like, "Why should I go with you, you short motherfucker?"
Yeah, she
she's
was
like,
like-
"Short."
He took up the helmet. He's like, I am the princess. Like, I'm here to rescue you.
He's like, "I'm here with Ben Kenobi. Ben Kenobi, let's go."
Yeah, she was like, she was out. She didn't waste any time.
And then they get surrounded, and then Princess Leia's like, "I'm gonna be the only one that does something."
Right.
Shoots the thing and makes everybody go down this like garbage chute.
Where the random squid monster was,
Yeah, does he not get squished by the machine?
I don't know.
Well, apparently he tends to hide when it starts.
Yeah, but they're standing in the water, right?
Yeah.
And the whole machine, unless there's like a little cut
Yeah.
off at the bottom that he could hide under.
But like, they don't even reference him anymore. He was just there
Well,
for
the
like.
Death Star blows up. Spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah, you're right. But like, I was just like, where did he go? Like, he just like started compacting. He was like, I'm out. Okay,
Why did they even have that monster in the shoot?
exactly. Why was he there? He didn't do anything. He just held Luke for
And
like.
that's the problem. Like, to find out this information, you got to read online and stuff. But like in the movie, they give you no context of why it's there or anything.
You're just like, why the fuck is
And
this?
Luke gets grabbed by it and like gets
Yeah.
thrown in the water, and he escapes. And everybody's like, "What happened?"
Luke's like, I don't know. He let go. And you're just like, what?
Because he got shot at.
Yeah.
I would have dipped too. I would have been like,
So,
yeah.
I'd be like, I can't.
I would
do
have
this.
took Luke with me though. I wouldn't have like left him.
Yeah. They just let him go, and Luke was just like, oh, it's good. And then they started compacting. He's like, C-3PO, where are you?
Yeah, the thing started moving. They started like trying to pry it. They're like, "Nah, we gotta save ourselves."
Where you at? Yeah.
And then he's like, "You gotta turn off the garbage compactor in this detention level." And then they turn it off. And then they're screaming in the comm, and the C-3PO's just like,
oh no, I killed him. I
we
messed
killed
up.
him. He's like, "That worked, 3PO, we're good." And the C-3PO's like, "Yes, I'm good." And that's when they get out of the hallway, and then, what was it? Chewie was like afraid to leave or something?
Yeah, Chewie was afraid to Chewie felt something, and so he started running the other way. And then it was like, Chewie, what's wrong with you? What's going on? And then Chewie's like, all right, let's go. And then Leia was just started following Chewie, and then she's like, get this.
No,
big...
Chewie was afraid to move on, and Han's like, "What are you afraid of, you big lug?" And he shoots the garbage room with the laser to make the noise, remember? You don't remember that? He shoots the garbage thing to make noise, and they're like, "Why would you do that? You're making noise."
Oh yeah. I remember that part.
And then Princess Leia's getting all mad and starts walking forward. "Get this walking carpet out of my way."
Yeah, it's like, damn, don't talk to
Don't
Chewie
chill.
like
And then Han Solo's like, "No reward is worth this."
that. Yeah.
And that's when they finally find, and then Obi-Wan's still doing his, turning off the
Yeah,
tractor,
he's like,
making force noises to
right?
trick them.
All those guys had to do was turn this way, and that was it. And they would have saw him, but they were just like, they were talking like this, like they could use their peripheral, but like let's say talk like this.
No,
and,
those masks were.
but he was literally like right here. He just walked out. Like they were so bad. He was
Maybe
gone.
now
I mean, it was still
Now-
dumb, but I don't think they would have seen it through the mask though.
Now we know why they're terrible at shooting people.
Oh no, it's a known fact that their mask thing, their eyesight's on that thing must be terrible.
Yeah.
That's why there is no precision shooting.
Yeah, Luke mentions it. Like, I don't know how they see with these helmets on.
And then they find the Millennium Falcon, and they're like, "Hey, we can go this way or the other way." And they're like, "Yo, They end up separating because they had to get some of the soldiers away.
Yeah.
But they were chasing after the soldiers,
Yeah.
and that led to a room with even more soldiers. And they're like, "No!" And they ran back. And Luke and them went the other way. They're getting shot by the troopers up from above.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
Like,
"Oh no, from behind first,
they're
right?"
behind first,
Yeah.
and then they
And
go in that room. They close the room
By
and then-
shooting the panel.
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, turn on the bridge." He's like, "I think I just shot it."
And so they're getting sniped up from above, and then Luke's doing it first, and Luke was like, "I have an idea." Take out his grapple thing, and it took forever to get that ready. He was like, like shooting, but like
And
I
then,
got
but he had precision when he
Yeah.
threw it. He was like, "Boom,
I,
let's
I,
go."
I want to make a comment. Those stormtrooper had the high ground and they lost.
They should have clearly like shot him up.
Yeah. There wasn't even that
just
much
saying.
corner space to hide behind.
Yeah,
there
there
were two
wasn't.
people.
Precision shooting, guys. It's like chill.
Leia was getting though. Leia was just like Leia was no chill. Like, can I just say, she's no chill at all.
Yeah. Well, so while they're doing all this, and then Obi-Wan finally sees Darth Vader, and then Darth Vader's just like, "Meet again."
I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. He's just
Like-
like.
I used to be the apprentice, but now I am the master. And I was just like,
He's
all
like,
right, bro.
You're like, all right, chill, Anakin.
And this is the one downside to it, but like you can't really blame them. The lightsaber fights in these movies were kind of like, meh.
Yeah,
Especially this one is just like, just hitting him at crosses and like down and whatever.
Yeah.
There's no like special movement. But it's cool because it didn't look like a dance like in the other ones. And that's how a real sword fight would go too. Not the whole fancy dancing stuff.
Yeah, right.
This is how technically a real one would go.
Also, you have to consider. The way I did it, I'm like, he's old. He doesn't have time to do all those
Yeah,
fancy
yeah.
tricks right now.
And while they're fighting, they find their opportunity to sneak. Luke and them find the opportunity to go to the ship, and this is where Luke does the dumbest thing. He's like, Ben, walks towards the fight, and then Ben sees it. And he's like, I'm gonna let Luke handle this. Gets slashed, turns into a ghost. The body disappears instantly. F that.
Darth
Like-
Vader like went over there and like kicked the rope. He's like, where'd he go?
Yeah, he was just like,
the hell?
I've never seen that before.
Right? He was so confused.
And but before he did that, Luke was just like, "No!" And then everybody behind, everybody's like, "Why would you yell? You could have just got on the ship and just got away." And then
Right.
Luke's like, "No, revenge shootout."
Han's like, Luke, come on. Luke, let's go. Luke, stop playing.
They get on the ship, they're getting away, and I'm surprised they only sent 4 TIE fighters after them.
Right? That's it?
Just
4?
And they take out all 4. End up going to the Rebel base, get the plan for the Death Star.
That poor guy.
Oh,
It's
where
impossible to shoot.
Oh yeah, and he's like, it's only 2 meters wide, and he's like, that's impossible. And Lucas is being that jerk, that douchebag jerk. Is just like, it's not possible. I did that shit all the time at the canyons
I
at
love
home.
that Family Guy episode where he's like, "Can I see you outside?"
Yeah,
It's
he's like, can I talk to you on the side?
"What the hell was that, man?"
It's like, why are you calling me out? Like, it's so funny. But that's what I love about the Family Guy ones. They
Yeah.
make fun of everything that's just like,
Yeah,
but
that's-
you don't even think about it that way, but they do, and they're just like, you know what? If I was that person,
Yeah, I would do the same. I'd be like, "What the fuck was that, man?"
I don't even pull him to the side. I'd be like, yo, what the hell is your problem? Like,
Right? Is there an issue? Yeah, problem. And then that's when they like start getting ready to go do the mission.
And Han is like, yo, I got to dip.
Yeah, he's
Han's,
like-
Jabba the Hutt gonna kill me. I got to pay him back. And then Chewie's like, no. Which apparently meant like, you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
No, so like, yeah, I know. They go attack this ship. They all have Red 1, Red 2, Red 3, whatever. And then Family Guy had the all the other versions. Big Red. The gum. The gum packet. I was like, oh man, so good. But they had a combination of X-Wing and Y fighters.
Yeah.
They attacked the Death Star, and then the Imperial soldiers were like, yo, they're too small. We can't hit them. I'm like, all right, get your fighters to their crafts.
Mm-hmm.
Send them out, and then the battle gets like one-sided. And the Star people are trying to win, and they're like, hey, why instead of talking to the Death Star, why don't we just go straight for the trench? Why didn't you just do that from the effing beginning? And instead, they were like, we're analyzing. We're just gonna attack randomly, even though we know what we gotta do.
I'm saying, I was like, what are they doing?
I'm like, just go along the goddamn trench if that's what you gotta do.
Finish the mission and come home. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, why are you guys doing this? It made no sense. Unless the trench only started halfway on the Death Star or something,
I don't.
which would make sense.
That would make sense if it did do that. But
And they were just trying to get to the part that had the trench, then it's okay. But if the trench went all the way around and you did that, I'd be like, get out of here.
right.
That was a waste of time. Just fly through the trench the whole time. Nobody was hitting you in there. They wouldn't have got the starfighters there in time.
You'd have been good.
Yeah, you would have had the golden shot.
But they were just like, nah, we take our
Nope,
time.
but one by one, they all start getting wrecked. And then Darth Vader's like, I'll go there myself.
Right.
It starts wrecking everybody. And
It's
then
the best.
and
flyer ever in the universe.
And what happened? One guy actually gets in a position to shoot it. He's like, it's away. I did it. I'm a hero. Flies away. Is like, negative. It blew up on impact. I missed. I couldn't get the 2 meters.
Right.
And then he gets taken out. And then it's Luke and them's turn to go do it. His boy gets hit and he's like, I can't do much more. Get out of here.
Right. Luke's just like, get out of here, go.
You can't do anything anymore. I'm sorry. And then his boy, his actual boy, gets killed behind him.
Yeah. But Luke was just like, yo,
I got
R2,
this.
yo, boost this up as maximum as it can go.
And then
R2
he
was
turns
like,
on his
I got you.
targeting system.
Yeah.
And then this is where you first hear the Jedi. Well, the second time you hear the Jedi voice.
Yeah.
Use the Force, Luke.
You don't need that shit.
Yeah, you don't need it. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Trust
And
your
then-
feelings.
And he's like, okay. And then everybody's like, is there something wrong?
Yeah,
you turn that shit off.
You turned it off. He was like, nah, I got this. They were like, all right.
No, I'm okay. I got this. And then Darth Vader's like, the Force is strong with this one.
Yeah.
I can't get him.
Yeah. He's like, can you imagine that? The Force is strong with this one. God.
And I'm like, it's because you're not letting the other 2 shoot with you. It's because you want to do it yourself.
Right.
Like, if you shoot the other 2 shoot, they probably would have took him out already. And then when he finally gets a lock on, he's like, oh, it's a wrap.
Han comes out of nowhere, saves the day.
Yeah, and then...
Well, he destroys one ship.
And then
the other
Vader,
one is
well,
just
Vader's just like, what?
and the other ship is just like, I can't do it. And then he hits Darth.
The worst part is while he's doing it, he's like, watch out.
And he's like, dude.
And then Vader's just like,
You're just like, what the hell?
and then he stabilizes like this play's about to get effed. He just continues flying. And then Luke is just like, can I see how weird that was? It flies along the trench and then it goes
like,
up a little
it
bit
goes
and goes
up.
inside. And I was just like, what?
Is it homing or something? I don't know, but it's just like,
No, he turned targeting off.
he's using the Force.
The Force.
Anyway, it goes in and it explodes. They changed the explosion in the release too. Before it was just an explosion, and the new one has a ring coming out after the explosion. And then everybody, he goes back. They all go back to the rebel base, and then they're like, "Oh my God, Luke did it! Don't worry about the other 20 people we just lost." Yeah,
Right? I swear, I was just like, yo, everyone else just died. Everyone was just like, Luke, get out. I made it, guys. You're just like, Luke. Everyone else just died.
And then
I
Han
made it,
Solo
though.
gets there, and then he's like, "Great shot, kid." And then they take down R2 and like, "Oh man, R2 got it right, but let's celebrate."
Yo, he was just like, he'll be all right. Peace. I'm like, yo, for real? Oh my God. And
Then they go to the throne room,
Yeah.
and then they're rewarded. R2's in top shape again. C-3PO's good. R2-D2's being mad hyped that Luke is getting like an award. Yeah. Han got an award. Luke got an award. Chewie got
Nothing.
nothing.
Chewie's just like,
Chewie's just
Chewie's
chew-
sitting there. That's literally what he just does. He just chills there.
The best part is the throne room song is Derek's and mine's song of when we leave a convention.
Oh, for real? Is that
When we-
why they plays every time?
When we go to a convention, my car when we get close to the convention, we start blasting Jurassic Park theme song. You know, we're like, doo-doo-doo. We arrived, and then when we leave, we play the throne room song. that's
dope.
what we've been doing. If you were there, we would have done it.
That's dope. And then that everything gets the medals and
That was the end of movie 1, which at that point was just called Star Wars. It was not called A New Hope yet, because I guess they were trying to end it. They were gonna end it there originally, but then they made it into like an epic. It wouldn't have been a perfect ending since Darth Vader got away.
yeah.
No closure. Darth Vader was not a father yet. He was not the father.
He was just a really bad guy.
Yeah, he was a bad guy that
DNA
legit called.
test
He
said
was-
he
it
was
was
not
his-
the father in episode.
It was
1.
exactly as Obi-Wan said it. It was Darth Vader that killed his father. That was the story.
That's what we were sticking to right there.
Yeah, that's what we know. Until everything starts changing in the next movie.
Yep.
But that's what happens in the sequel. What would you guys give this movie out of 10?
A 9.
I
9
think
out of 10.
I'll give it a good 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. It's
Yeah,
because there were some things I was just like,
yeah, you're just like, but like it's
but that's only when you start nitpicking it.
yeah,
As a movie, I'd give it a good 8.5, like a 9 out of 10 too.
yeah.
But when you start nitpicking, I have to take off like half a point or like a full point.
But it's Star Wars, man. It's classic.
I can't wait. Just 2 more weeks
2 more
for
weeks.
the new one.
2 more weeks.
I can't wait because, like I said it before, I bought the tickets for the first showing, IMAX. So there's gonna be all those costumed people. I'm excited.
It's so epic. I can't wait.
Because right now, Star Wars has been going off on so many TV spots, commercials,
Yep.
giving away so much Star Wars stuff. I'm just like, I don't even want to look at the internet anymore on Star Wars news. When I see Star Wars news, I ignore it unless it's Battlefront because I play the game. I ignore everything because I don't want to be spoiled. They're about to show like the whole movie trailer-wise at this point. So I stopped. Now I'm hyped because it's 2 weeks away. I didn't even realize. I actually opened up my Super Geek box
You opened it already?
because it was Star Wars themed.
Is that where the shirt came from?
No, this one came from the first one up box.
Oh.
But the Star Wars theme for the first episode, I mean for the Super Geek box I got,
Mm-hmm.
came with a pop.
Of who?
The new Sith, the Kylo Ren. I was about to pick one up on Black Friday. I didn't. Got one through the Super Geek box.
That's
and
pretty dope.
boom. I didn't look at all the other stuff. I gotta do that later today. I got a shirt and a tote bag.
That's dope.
I didn't look at either of those yet. I gotta look at all of it. It's better than the Star Wars shit I got in the 1-Up box. Thanks for a 100-piece puzzle of a stormtrooper.
That sounds.
Because the theme of the 1-Up box was power, and it was a Harley Quinn air freshener. A Goku sticker. You know those little vending machine toys that where it's a head, you open it up, take the body piece out,
Yeah.
and connect it? Got
Uh-huh.
one of those. It was Clark, Superman. And then I got a Captain America plushie. And then a t-shirt that had Superman, essentially, but it was Z-Fighter version, so it was like him pulling off the shirt, saying it's over 9,000, and instead of having an S, it was Z for Dragon Ball Z. Kind of lame. Yeah, see.
Yeah, I'm not feeling that too much.
But I went off on a tangent. Thank you guys for joining us on our episode 4 discussion. Only 2 more left.
Let's go.
Well, technically 3 because we will do a talk about the new
Yeah,
one.
we have to.
And that will be all spoilers.
That'll be after the movie. Like we'll give it like 2 weeks after the
Yeah.
movie, just so you guys can go see it.
Well, thank you for joining us again. I'm Ankit. There's Jaren
Hey,
and Ricardo.
Hey.
As always, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us about your favorite parts of the movie. Tell us what we missed.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we missed something.
Enlighten us on some of the stuff we don't know. And until then, keep it geeky.
Peace out, guys. Unlimited power.
I got a feeling we're just going to end it with that like every single time
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Okay.